The same thing to a police officer is assault on a police officer, and resisting arrest and interfering with an arrest also counts as assault on a police officer. So if you're told that you're being charged with that, it's probably going to be a misdemeanor, even though it sounds very serious. Assaulting a police officer, anything like touching a police officer's hat would get you that charge. So you shouldn't freak out that that's going to be a felony just because you hear assault on a police officer. The other charges that are potential are blocking passage, which is a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, which is also a misdemeanor, and unlawful entry if somebody goes inside a building and does not leave when they're asked to leave. Those are all misdemeanors. The other thing that's potential is something called failure to obey a lawful order, which is even less than a misdemeanor. It's basically like a traffic level offense. If you are arrested tonight by either the Secret Service or the MPD, you will probably be taken to the nearest MPD station, which is, I think, 1D, 1st District, and you will then either be given an option to post and forfeit, which I'm going to talk about again in a minute, or you will then be taken to Central Cell Block and held until the next day we have court, which is Monday. So if you're arrested tonight and you don't get out tonight, you will be in the system until Monday. And on Monday morning, you will be seen by a judge and then released, unless you have an outstanding warrant. If you get an option to post and forfeit, that means that you will be given an opportunity to pay a fine and have all the charges dropped against you. It does not count as a conviction, but you'll still have an arrest on your record. It's typically either $50 or $100 to post and forfeit. If you agree to post and forfeit and you don't have the money on you, they'll usually give you 2 weeks to come back with the money and pay for it. We do not have money to pay for you. So if you want to do the post and forfeit, you should make sure that you have money available either on you today or that you will be able to get it within 2 weeks to pay that. And you will need to go back in person to the police station to do the post and forfeit. If you either do not do the post and forfeit or you're not offered that and you're held until Monday, you will see a judge on Monday for something called an arraignment. And at the arraignment, all that happens is that you get told what the charges are and then you get released. You will have two options. There are two things you need to make a decision about before your arraignment, even though not much happens there. The first thing is that the prosecutor will probably ask that you be subjected to drug testing. And the reason that you might want to do drug testing is that if you're negative and you have a very minimal criminal history, the government might agree to drop the charges against you if you do community service. So that's a reason you might want to do the drug testing. You might not want to do the drug testing either for political reasons because you feel that's an invasion of your privacy, or because you think that you're going to be positive, or you just don't like the idea of it, and in solidarity with other people you don't want to do it. You want to resist the system. You do not have to do the drug testing, regardless of what the police tell you. Like I said, you might want to do it, but that's totally up to you. And when you get assigned an attorney for the arraignment, if you do not want the drug testing, tell your attorney that you want to reject.
What are you two protesting?
My right to sit on a bench.
The other thing is that they will typically, the government will ask for a stay-away order from the location where you will.
I'm protesting having to walk.